Nope. Northern Territory, Australia. That's actually the name of it.
Okay, we are going to get started here. Uh, oh, someone else just joined. Who joined? Andrew and Manny are here. Welcome, Andrew and Manny.
All right.
120 laps here at Bel-Go. Very similar track to New Hampshire just a few weeks ago, which Buck was able to get the win at. So Buck starting second, trying to get another flat track win. Block's got the pole here today, gains 3 points on Gene, cutting that lead down to 7. Bob looking to get a good point stay as well to try to put himself back into the hunt to chase down Gene. And not too far behind both of them in the points is Rez, who is definitely going to need some significant help, is about 29 points behind Gene at the moment.
A lot is on the line here going into the penultimate race of the season in terms of not just the championship fight, but also milestones. If the 44, 48, or 25 win this race, that will be Division 4 win number 20 for Prairie Motorsports. It's already been an insane season for the team already.
All right, drivers, are we
And one of these
ready?
drivers could make history here tonight.
Countdown is going to begin, and we are green flag out.
At exactly 8 o'clock Eastern. And they
K-
are sideways already. There goes Bob Stocks, and Chucky is around. Kane is sideways.
yeah, chaos in the back on the restarts to be expected here in Division 4. Already,
Contact.
already Buck has gone and taken the lead away from Blocks, and he's going to lead lap 1.
This is definitely what Gene wants to be seen, but his Block's going to fight back. We'll see what he does here coming into turns 3 and 4.
Leaderboard a little glitchy at the moment. Gene, watch the grass usage there. Oh, and R5 hits the wall, and
Oh,
that's good.
crash.
And that's
Two cars.
Rez kept it go. And nope, Aiden piled in at the end.
Nope.
That's 3.
Way to go, Aiden. First caution of the day, and it comes on lap 3. And off of turn 4, Buck will lead the field, Block second, and Mossy third.
Then Gene, Declan, Noodle, Killer, Rez, Bob, Chucky, Aiden, R5, and Jaden almost hits the death wall.
Ooh. And I don't know what Tyler is doing. He's stacking all the cars on top of the garages.
Yeah, also, do not line up before everyone has crossed back. Yeah, we had like 70, 80 mile per hour winds earlier today. It was insane.
It was a little windy today. Not too much, though.
Parabolic internet. I. What? Parabolic? What is that? The company?
What?
I have Xfinity, so I don't know what type they are.
Parabolic internet? What?
I have to do it like that because I want to make sure the leaderboard doesn't glitch out. So it's whoever's ready, and Blocks is not ready. Okay, checking again for readies. Don't see NRs. We are going to count down once again after the first caution of the day. Green flag
Green
back
flag
out.
is back out. Here comes Mossy trying to take the lead from Buck. Bit of a cleaner restart.
Yeah,
Although
no.
Aiden nearly swerved into Kane, and Kane just swerved into
Oh, and
Aiden. And
Noodle
Noodles
just
nearly hits the
avoids the
death
death
wall.
4 wide for a second.
Contact between our top two chase leaders, Gene and Blocks.
Oh,
And Gene
Buck
gets
with a bad
sideways
block.
right in front of Blocks, and there goes Blocks. Collects Bob Sox.
And I am frozen.
And that was
that's
3
caution.
cars, 4 cars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened because I am freezing. I literally cannot see anything.
Yeah, that makes sense. Dude, I should have given myself mod. This would have been so much easier.
Okay, these cars have 40-something parts each. The cars are not causing the problem.
Yeah. I think it was intentionally designed to be that way, to cause the least amount of lag.
Yes, it is something to possibly do with that. But I don't. I'm gonna delete all the cars, all the people that I know are not gonna show up.
Yeah. Speaking of cars, y'all should stick around for the post race. Because if you are reading in the information channel, this is the night where the new cars for next season will be announced.
I'll delete the garages. Yeah.
Oh, Tyler, you nearly scared me there. I thought you were talking about the new cars. Like, good thing I got a picture of the new cars that I'm gonna leak.
Okay. Driver's ready. Green flag back out in the air.
Green flag back out.
Buck's gonna take the
Buck
lead.
way to the bottom. Here
Buck.
comes Rez.
Oh, and Chucky just
Oh,
kills Bob.
Bob has not been getting good restarts.
Yeah. Oh, and Bob
And here comes Mossy.
nearly put Chucky into the death wall. I get you're upset, but we still have 50 laps till the half. There's no way we're going caution free.
Gene is playing a dangerous game with those CC walls on turn 1 there. And for the most part, except for Mossy, it is owner versus driver. Gene versus Rez. Gene with a better corner. He'll be side by side with Rez. And he'll try and take away that second place spot, but Rez is going to have a better run off of turn 4. They'll still be side by side.
Kane is lagging Andrew. He's having some of the worst lag issues, and Rez hits a wall snag.
And Killer collects him.
And, well, actually helps Rez out, really.
Yeah.
Oh, Killer and R5 get into it just a little bit. Bob took advantage of that to get a couple positions there.
Gene got into Mossy a little bit, and Gene is loose.
Oh,
Oh,
Buck!
and Buck! He's not out.
Buck just hit the death wall. I don't know
I
what.
have no clue what happened there. I just saw him drive right. Oh, it's lag. Okay. Oh, and I think he lagged again because he just swerved straight into the wall, and that's going to give Mossy the lead. Yeah, he is crashing out, literally.
Here comes Gene looking for the lead.
We should restart the server because this might be a problem everyone's dealing with, and I just can't see it.
There is some bad weather
Alright.
going on in the States right now, so I don't know if that's affecting
Yeah,
this.
aren't there literal tornadoes outside?
Uh,
Like, didn't we have some today?
some.
Well, I mean, y'all had some. I don't live in the same country.
Yeah. Eugene's
Yeah.
taking over the lead right now. Mossy looking for the lead back. Here it comes. He's going to get back to the inside. Here comes
Not a chase
Blocks.
driver.
Oh, and Noodle hits a
First and
snag.
second fighting for the lead. Here comes Blocks. He'll take second place from Gene. How will Gene respond to that? He's going to go to the bottom, but Blocks is going to get the better run, and he'll clear Gene. Buck, I don't know why your first instinct when you're freezing is to turn left. Like, if you're freezing, just go straight.
Did we lose Rez?
Oh, and Kane DC'd, and there's a crash already.
And
That
caution,
was
caution.
sort of...
Caution's out. I'm clipping and seeing what happened there. Rez disconnected. And there was a massive wreck after the line.
I don't know why you people are still going around. What are you, lapped or something?
Hold on, I'm gonna look and see what's going on because this is ridiculous. No Roblox down issues. Let me check something. Because the thing is, I don't know if restarting the server is gonna do anything. Okay. Also, can we please stop flying cars? Please.
That is Tyler. That is literally only Tyler who is doing that. I'm spectating by myself.
Tyler, we need the cars in case there's an issue later on. Did Russ get teleported yet? I don't think he did. And Buck needs a teleport. We're going here in just a second. So yeah, the wind gusts are getting up to almost 20 miles an hour right now.
Wow. That's pretty windy.
Yeah. Uh, it's not a penalty for Division 4 because we don't use fuel, so it doesn't waste fuel. Okay. Let me change the laps.
So also, Buck, I have a small request for you. If you can show up
All right,
next
drivers
race
ready.
at Five Flags, I'll tell you after the race.
We're gonna count down.
Green
Green
flag
flag
is
is
back
out,
out,
and Buck does not get
and
going.
Buck did not get going.
And my game has frozen once again.
Gene took massive advantage of that. There goes Block sideways. That's not going to be good for him. Oh, Buck disconnected.
I did he DC again? Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, he's not in here.
Caution's out.
Gosh, it's bad. Oh, and Gene just sent it on Aiden. That was brutal. And Gene just pushed Bob Sucks. And Bob hits a death wall. He does a DNF. What is he thinking? Oh, that is one of the worst cases of shenanigans I've ever seen. What the fuck, dude? Why the fuck, dude?
Yeah, that's a 1 out of 3 for Gene.
Like, dog, I could have at least gone past, like, the whole sending Aiden thing, but you also, that same straightaway wrecked Bob Sox. And now he has a car that looks like
Okay, I am going
you
to
could fit a
rejoin and
bathtub
see if
in.
this fixes my end.
He's fine. Don't worry about it. And Bob Sox is understandably not happy with Gene, and I don't blame him this time. That was stupid. You know what? I'm not surprised Bob Sox is retiring. Because it's stuff like this. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. You didn't think I noticed that?
Okay, why are you not going into? Jesus.
Bob, look, I I'd love to tell you. I'd love to tell you, yes, maybe you can do that, but it's the chase, dude. You just Bob, I know you're just gonna have to let it go, all right? This team is still fighting for a title, and I'm sorry, all right? Well, I guess maybe try and squeak in some retaliation early. Just when the moment's right, okay? But not near the death wall, all right? The death
All
wall's a
right.
big no-no.
Oh, Buck is not
If
in
you
his
try and red
car.
Gene into the death wall,
Hold on.
so let's see here. Okay, so the send on Aiden, fine, whatever. It's on a corner. Like, yeah, that's not a clean move to do at all. What the fuck was that? There was so much room between you, like a whole meter stick of room between you and Bob Stocks, and you did that. Like, save your breath for the corner. You weren't even. That wasn't even for the entrance to the corner. Nowhere near.
All right, we're gonna count down. Green flag is out.
Green flag.
And
Bob Stocks.
Bob did.
Bob, is he not ready? Oh.
Yeah, redo. Oh, Bob, hit the backslash button right below the.
Oh, yeah, it is UI. I
Yeah,
can
hit
relate.
that. Yeah, redo it. Yeah, redo that.
Dude, Bob Stocks, I don't entirely blame you for that. I have also accidentally hit the UI toggle. It is really annoying because I never press it. I rarely ever press it because I never need to toggle my UI, and I don't know what key it is.
I imagine.
Zach, is it time to say that maybe the whole 3-6 3-6s thing during qualifying maybe was foreshadowing?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what is going on.
Is it maybe time for me to start believing in curses for real?
If you want to later, yeah, or that's fine. But yeah, we're gonna count down. You guys ready? Okay, let's try this again. Green flag is back out. Noodle leading them away. Noodle trying to get something out of this season.
All right. Can Gene contain his shenanigans and not? Oh, and Buck made contact.
Oh,
Sideways. There goes Gene, and Gene was able to save it, but
yeah, that was off of Buck. Buck slammed into the 25.
That time it wasn't Buck's fault.
I think that was just a racing incident between all of them. Gene, get off of the grass.
Yeah, I don't know what Gene is doing. And look at Noodles to the lead. And Gene just bumped it.
Oh,
okay, and there goes Mossy. Collects the Buck, and
somehow everyone kept it going.
they kept, yeah.
Everyone
except for Mossy, though.
Yeah, that's only one car then. There's a gaggle of cars in the back.
4 wide almost. Sorry for interrupting. We almost had a 4 wide run there on turns 3 and 4, as currently it is a bunch of Chase guys up at the front, and there's some contact back there with Aiden, Kane, Chase, Gene.
Yeah, the battle for 6th is a cluster right now. It's top 5 have pulled away.
But Gene is trying to chase them down. More contact between Kane, and here comes Noodle sending it on Rez, and that'll give Blocks the lead.
Blocks looking to gain as much points as he can. And
contact.
Almost puts Aiden into the death wall.
Ganassi drivers fighting, and there goes Noodles. Almost right into R5. And he'll be side by side with Gene, and Noodles
nearly took out Gene.
I was going to say, that was really dangerous. Looks like a lot of people are dealing with lag today. Oh, crash. That was Rez.
Rez hit a snag. It's going to drop him back to 4th.
He makes contact with his owner, Gene.
Oh, and Bob's going to send all of them there, and Bob bins it.
Kane went around. Bob Stocks is still around.
And that's caution.
Chucky's involved. And there goes Noodles, and Noodles might be out.
Yeah, stop there.
Yeah, Noodles is out.
And
first
that's
DNF of the day. And that will do it for Noodles' title hopes. The regular season champion who was so consistent is officially out of a D4 ring. All right, guys. Place your bets. Is Noodles going to crash out and leave the server again? Or is he going to stay this time? Vote now in chat.
No, Noodle, you're gonna have to stay up there. Alright, drivers ready. See the NRs. We're gonna count on down. Don't see them hop the cars. Oh, I am spiking. Let it go down a little bit. Okay. Count down. Green flag's out. Block trying to get the most out of his day here. And once again, I literally can't see anything.
I can see. Blocks will lead the field coming into turns 3. Gene is still sort of on his tail, and R5 makes contact, and
and there goes
he'll go to the
Kane.
wall, and there's some crashing in the back.
First lap,
It
no
was
caution.
technically lap 1.
Oh, Aiden just...
And Gene...
Full sense Gene there.
Might have been retaliation or a skill issue. Who's to say? Hard to tell.
Yeah, that's going to be a 1 out of 3 for
And
Aiden.
Bob Sox is experiencing lag. And he's going to swerve in front of Gene. Oh, Bob Sox, careful, buddy. Bob. Okay. No, he is really, really lagging. Insanely lagging.
Yeah, Bob, you got the leaders coming up behind you, and Jade just runs into him. Declan, Rez, please stay
Things
off
are
the
not
grass.
going well.
Bob off the grass. 10 blue. 10
Bob
blue.
is still
10 blue.
Bob is still
10
theoretically
blue.
in a fight for the title, and
48. Go high, 48. 10 blue. Go high, 40. 10. Go high. 10. Go high. I don't know why you would go low. You're clear for a moment.
And Bob is losing laps left and right.
Yeah.
It's going to be lapped again here.
Bob,
Here comes
high.
Blocks, the leader. So far, it's been a strong comeback for Blocks. And there goes Bob again, and he's out. Bob is out. And that'll do it for his title hopes as well. The lag caught up with him.
So, Bob, were you getting huge lag spikes with, and Buck?
Oh, what a save by Buck. Yeah. He was getting, from what I was watching, he was getting really bad lag spikes.
Okay. So...
Looked like it anyway.
Here is what we are going to do. I'm going to get a snippet of the order here real quick.
Do not shut down. I want to update the game real quick. I want to put my name in the mod list. Because I know you're having trouble with connections today, and I want to throw the yellow right away, and I can't. So
we are gonna we are gonna shut down because of the huge lag spike issues that have been happening. Uh, it's been a little unfair to a lot of these guys. Noodle, that was a racing incident, so Noodle's out. But we're gonna restart. Everyone take a new car. Because I'm only gonna do this once.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna do this once, and I am gonna add a couple of laps in as well.
Please, please, please open faster, Bel-Go.
I don't know what is going on. I seriously have no idea. This has never been happening before.
I mean, I was watching. I wasn't having any rubber banding, any freezing, anything like that. So I'm not sure what's going on either.
I haven't scanned in a while, but we haven't had any issues like this in quite some time. And there's no new cars that got submitted to the game that would have had anything. These are the same
I have
cars.
100. No, go on.
These are the same cars we've been using for a while.
So I checked my ping. It's 116 ms.
Oh,
So I don't know what the issue is.
yeah, I'm gonna go in the studio and just double check before we.
Buck, I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of people joined after me. I was touching the pad, and for some reason, there was some sort of weird delay, and I joined well after. No, I didn't. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Yes, I stepped on the pad second. No, I did not join second. Bunch is 33.
Yeah, I've checked. I just ran a scan. There's nothing wrong with the game.
I've never seen anything like this before.
Did you do what you needed to do in the studio?
Yeah, I
Okay.
put my name in mod list.
Okay. All right. Okay, we're gonna rejoin. I think it might be better if someone who has a stable connection who's had no issues joins first. Cause I think that might be part of the issue.
I've had no bad connection so far. My ping's only 116 the first time I checked.
Okay, so Max, if you join first, since you're not a driver, that would just make it fair to everyone then.
Maybe. How about you run a couple practice laps without damaging your car? And if everyone is saying that their connection is at least better, then we'll just go with my servers. Did Jaden touch it? You people are stupid, you know that?
Hold on, don't do anything. Don't let me. Okay, Jaden left, so it's good. So Max, you can go in. Okay, now we can go in.
Alright, let's see here. Okay. Everyone is posting significantly better paying, I'm pretty sure.
Well, it's not the fact that I had like a high, like this regular ping. It was, it would spike insanely high for me. Like it would sit around
Hmm.
like 40 or 50, and I literally watched it jump up to like 10,000.
All right. I want you people to get in cars that are not running this race and do some test laps. And if everything looks good
No, Max,
and you think
we're
it's at least
no,
better,
Max, we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go.
all right. If it does go bad, don't entirely blame it on me. I tried. What the hell?
Yep, and I'm freezing again. So yeah, Roblox is being stupid.
Pushing the D2 car. Jaden. No, I'm taking it back. Roblox is actually looking slower for me.
Oh my god. Why is this happening on a Tuesday night? Like, I could understand a Saturday night because that's when most people are playing the game. But like, why this?
I don't know. This can go. This can go. This can definitely go. This can go. This can go.
Uh, yeah. Don't delete all of them. Like, just keep a couple just in case. I'm keeping
I'll do that.
the playoff guys cars. Did Aiden? Where's Aiden? Aiden's still in voice call. I think R5 left.
All right, is that good? I might have left out too much. Should I delete the 40? I'll probably get rid of the 40.
Yeah, because Declan's already on
But I mean,
track.
yeah.
Uh,
I'll keep the 38, leave the 56 and 45 just in case. Tyler, don't. Just don't. Are we gonna delete the grandstands or no?
it's
Not
literally one
happening.
part, and it's like a wedge. There's no way that's
I'm
causing
sure
money.
it's fine. To be fair, most stadiums are just a wedge. Sometimes that wedge goes all the way around. Sometimes it goes halfway around.
Ah, yes, delete fencing. So if someone hits the wall hard enough, they fly off the track.
Yep, that's what we're doing. Return to the classic age.
Hmm.
I mean, Pocono did it, even though they removed it. And, Talladega also, even though they removed it. Or they added fences. You know what? I'm very certain that someday a car will go airborne and absolutely annihilate the flag stand. Maybe it'll happen at Talladega. Maybe it'll happen at Daytona. Whichever of those two. Hell, it could happen in the Indy 500.
Oh, that's
Those cars tend to launch with their front up way more often. You never know, but someday it'll happen.
There we go. Okay. Why? Oh yeah. So R5 and Declan are not here. R5 is probably not coming back. So everyone move up. Aiden, you are not here for why? My goodness. So
For all they care, they'll probably just raise the flag stand.
so Chucky should be third. Gene is not here. Killer is fourth. Gene, you are not there. How many times do I have to fucking repeat myself? So to be Chucky, Killer, then Gene is right here. Then Aiden. Then it should be. Well, actually, Buck and Bob will go to the back because they got new cars since their cars were damaged. So it'll be Mossy, then Jaden. So Jaden outside, Mossy inside. Yeah, so I don't think R5 is coming back, so that's going to be a DNF for R5. Alright, drivers, are you ready after that little hiccup? We're going to count down. Green flag's out. Rez does not get going.
Off of turn one.
Ooh, Chucky and Gene got into it.
My
just a
spectator's
little
not working.
That's a UN thing. You're gonna have to rejoin. Technically, spectate still works, but it won't like show the names. Oh, Aiden and Mossy get into it back there, side by side for a second. Chucky's gonna take that away from Gene. It is a clusterfuck from fourth on back.
Sucks. Trying to take advantage of what would have been a DNF for him, but here comes Kane. He's going to send it on Bob. And he's going to swerve right into Mossy.
Oh, and
He's
Mossy
going to
hits
hit
a
the death wall,
wall.
and I think he's out, maybe.
No,
Surprisingly
he's
not.
not.
And Bob Stocks got wrecked, but he doesn't take a
That is
single
going to be a
inch of
1 out of
damage.
3 for Jaden because he cut and then came up on Bob, so that's a 1 out of 3 for him.
Blocks is currently the leader. Oh, and there goes Rez. It's a side-by-side fight for second between Chase and Gene, and Bob Sox is in between the CC walls. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, he's lagging. Watch out, Bob. You got
Might have been a wall fling.
you.
So Bob Sox's lag situation is not improved. Okay,
Oh,
be careful on the
R5 has-
backstretch, please.
And Rez is.
Oh, and Rez, I think he DC'd.
He DC'd. Yeah, that's gonna be a caution.
He's not in his car. Yeah. Bob, be careful. There's cars actively trying to get her. Okay, and spot back for Buck. Spot back for Chase. Has any of y'all's connection gone any better? Like, for some of you, has it gone better? Oh, at least for Buck, it's not a problem anymore.
Hold on, I will TPR5. Oh, blocks fruits? Oh my fucking god.
430,000 people? Oh my god. I think that's more than the amount of people that live in Fresno.
Close to it.
Okay, never mind, it's not. Fresno has a population of 547,000. What city is smaller than that? I'm trying to think of a US city that's smaller than 430,000. Canton, maybe? Let me see. There's no way Raleigh has 430. That's 489,000. So you're close. Pittsburgh, well, I'll be damned. Pittsburgh is smaller. But, I mean, if we take into account the metropolitan area, that's like 2 million people or so. But in Pittsburgh city limits, though, yeah, that is less than 430,000. But also, that's just sad.
No,
You're
Detroit's
telling
bigger
me
than
only
that.
300,000 people live in Pittsburgh, the actual city of Pittsburgh, not one of its random suburbs in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, so playoff drivers who are here, I want your input on what you guys would like because this is the situation. The servers are shit. They're going to be shit all night. It is probably not going to get better within the hour that's going to take to finish this race. It seems like it's affecting random people at random times. So Bob's having it
Oh
worse right
no.
now. Do we want to continue this race tonight or do we want to postpone so no one gets fucked over by this?
A lot of people are saying yes. Personally, I do want this race to get over with.
Okay, so we will keep on pressing on then through the bullshit. Um, I am going to probably shorten the race to 100 laps, but halfway will still go to lap 60 because we're already pretty much right there. So I'm not going to change it till next caution or whatever. But no, shorten to 100 laps. But halfway is still going to be lap 60 since we're no. Halfway is still going to technically count
No,
as
no.
60 because that would
Which,
just screw
that's
over
fair.
everyone right now. So okay. Why are they updating games on a Tuesday? Why?
Jeez, at least wait until a Friday or something when all the kids get out of school for the weekend.
Green flag is out. Blocks out a little bit of a jump there. You have to give it some time.
Okay, well, 650,000, that is more than the population of Wyoming.
Yeah. Oh, what is going on down here? What is Jade and
Okay.
Rez did not go. Be caution. Stop there. Stop
Holy
there. Don't go
shit.
around. Don't go around. Don't go
What are you
around.
Okay. So the Prairie Cars are running second, third, and fourth.
Yeah, Aiden will
I
get a
don't know
spot
how y'all
back.
can mess it up. All right, Bob Sox. I know Gene is still on your mind. I want to make this very clear to you. Do not wreck him, okay? Yes, this is a promise I want you to keep. Do not wreck him. I know. Aiden, shut the hell up. Yeah, to be fair, Bob, you did get a very lucky second chance in a very much 1 in a million moment for Division 4. Yeah, that's fair. Buck, you are third, and Bob Sox, you are fourth.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if there was a
Aiden
swap
is
back
fifth.
involved.
Aiden is fifth. That's where he is back.
Yeah. What
I,
is this? Be more advanced. We did get more advanced. The problem is that all the big businesses and companies like Roblox realized, oh wait, we can still keep things crappy but suck more money out of everybody and take even less leisure time away. I mean, if you think about it,
I feel like Adopt Me has not been as popular this past year as it has been in previous years.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
You
just
guys
Roblox being a
ready?
bunch of greedy assholes. All right. Green
Green
flag is
flag.
back out. Blocks got the better restart that time. Bob
Bob.
Sox did not.
Yeah, Bob had a lag spike there on that restart.
Is Buck going to help his teammate? Nope. Ooh, and Buck is
And
getting a
around
little too close
goes
to that death wall.
Jaden. And Jaden hits a death wall. Oh no, did he?
5 laps to go, and there goes R5.
And there's a
And Gene
caution.
is out
Jaden
of a
has
spot.
DNF'd. Jaden has
You're
DNF'd.
still... Chase, you're stupid. They're still going around. What are you doing? You just stopped in front of Gene.
Mossy, they are still racing
So that...
back. Why?
So Chucky, even though the caution was out and Blocks was well past the line, Chucky decides he's going to stop in front of Gene, who was well aware that they are still racing back to the line. And he makes no attempt at all to keep going. And that costed Gene, like, 5 positions or something. Oh, that's right. It was lap 57.
Well, lap 56. We add 2 laps, so it's still going to be 2 to go in
Aww. Well, that might be it for Gene. Thanks to Chucky, who's
well,
not even in the title fight anymore at this point.
let me delete since R5 is not DNF. It's actually Jaden. Fastest lap currently is Buck with 18.3.
So just gonna remind all of you people, whoever wins the halfway gets 10 bonus points.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it's all gonna be the server, Bob. So, unfortunately, that's not. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Bob Sox, you said if you die, you die. You accepted it at first, and now you're not accepting it. We already did! It's just not appearing. The race does end at 100. He just didn't change it.
Yeah. There we go. Now I got. Yeah, I don't know why that wasn't doing anything, but
Gina Kazi doesn't roll off the tongue as much as Shenanigans.
guys, ready. It'll be 2 laps to go in the half. Remember, there's no caution specifically for the half. So I'll get the top 5 in points, and then we'll keep on going. Although knowing this race, we're probably going to get another caution. So we are going to count down.
Shenanigans. Green flag. That was a better restart for Gene that time.
And of course,
gonna send it through the
freezing.
bottom. Here comes Gene for the lead. With 2 laps to go in the half. Blocks is out of the fight for the half. Here comes Bob Sox, Chucky. They're all sliding up.
I cannot. Of fucking course, all that stuff happens.
Final lap. Here comes Chucky fighting for the half.
Chucky's pushing Gene up out of the way. Here comes Bob.
She's going to drive it into the bottom. He's going to clear all of them. Gene is going to win the halfway and get those 10 bonus points, putting him back well into the points lead. Actually, no, he was already in the points lead. There goes Aiden, and that's a caution because that was an LCI.
Also, what happened on that restart? Did anyone have a good view of what happened there? I have no idea what happened. Because my game fucking froze. I am literally just about ready to just throw this all away and just redo this another day, because this is getting ridiculous.
Okay, I did see what was going on behind a little bit. I saw Block's wreck.
Because I know these guys want
to keep on continuing,
I saw Block but this spin. Just does not seem fair to anyone.
It was like kind of a clean restart. Everyone did survive. Well, just except for Blocks. Okay.
Yeah, did anybody get anything on that last restart? Because I did not see it.
Alright, well, Buck might have caught some of it, because he said he got involved with Blocks. So he might have an angle of what that looked like, because he did say his connection was better, so he might have a better POV. Dude, cross the line, Bob Stocks, please. Now is a really dumb time to be talking. Yeah, Blocks, I don't know why you're telling everyone to target Gene. That was Blocks who killed you that time. Bob, I'm not gonna lie, this is not how I want you to go out.
And why did that
Bro, that is just the default trophy.
It's okay, I need to go. Guys, don't worry, I need to go. Oh, is that another need to go?
Pixels is back.
Don't worry, I need to go.
Drivers, are you ready?
Well, it's not ready yet, but it almost is. Nice.
Green flag's out.
Here comes Gene again using that inside line to his advantage. Makes a little bit of contact with Declan.
Kind of using up a lot of people there. Rez takes the lead off the restart again, but here comes Blocks to the inside.
3 wide just about. Going into turns 1. That can't be good. And Aiden slams into the back of Bob Sox, and there goes Bob.
And that's a 1 out of 3 for Mossy. I don't know why he just drove right through there.
Gene's now up to 3rd. That's definitely a good enough position for him going into the final round. But Blocks just bumped into Rez, but that's going to slide him up. Gene is now side by side with Blocks. Almost. Blocks is able to clear him. I'm surprised the race chases. Okay, well, just as I say, Chucky was having a good race. He kind of made a bad corner there and moved down to 5th. But I mean, still a good race for him. Like, this is in an actual field full of cars. This isn't a case of IRP where he just casually finished 3rd because nobody else was there. Chucky is fighting an actual, fair, hard-fought race, even with some of the lag. I know, but
Yeah, he's been close to
still,
the top
you got to
5.
give him credit.
He's been top 5 or close to the top 5 most of the race. Oh my god, this is ridiculous, the lag. It's getting worse for me. It is getting absolutely worse.
It's doing fine with me, so if you need help. And there goes Rez. Side by side. Nope, never mind. Side by side. Okay. Here comes Rez. He just tapped Gene there, and that's going to slide Gene up into the wall. And also, Gene, not a good time to be talking, okay? Don't talk. Lock in. You only got 23 laps left. Talk after.
But yeah, there's a gaggle of cars behind Gene right now, and Gene messes up. Here comes Rez.
Whoa!
Oh!
Oh!
I think
And Gene is out!
Gene just DNF'd!
Rez just hooked Gene. And everyone else is back in the title fight.
Well, I think just Blocks. I think it might be a little too late for Bob and Rez. Yeah.
Rez just hooked Gene.
That is unfortunate for Gene.
I mean, he still gets 11th. And, I mean, at least it's better than 13th or something. Let me see here. So, Gene got 10th. And where he finishes, he'll get 15 points. So, add that together. That's 25 points for our buddy Gene here. If Blocks wins, that'll be 28 points. But also take into account the fastest lap. Currently, it is Buck with the fastest lap, but Blocks is closely in 2nd.
No, I forgot to do.
So,
halfway.
and technically, Gene still did have a 7-point advantage going into this race. So, Gene will still technically be the points leader. However, it'll still be at a 7-point deficit. Yeah. But if Blocks wins the race and he gets fastest lap, that will be 31 points. So that'll bring the points gap even closer. Dude, I mean, really, this time, Rez is to blame, 100%.
I think
that
he was
might have just.
I think he was trying to bounce off of Gene there because he saw Gene was slow and just was not expecting him to get turned down.
I am so glad I've never had one of my own drivers hook me like that.
Well, this title fight.
Buck, I don't
gets-
think you realize nobody's gonna press F in the. Well, I mean, I guess. I'm surprised that's coming from you, Bob.
All right, drivers, are we ready? All right, we are gonna
I
count
had
down.
advised.
Green flag's out.
I don't know what Noodles is doing, but okay.
Blocks gets a good restart there. R5 is up to second.
19 laps to go in the race.
Oh, Chucky and Buck almost into the death wall.
And there goes Aiden. Now, Gina's going to have to pray that Blocks finishes really badly. If he finishes second, Gene will still get more points than the 7-point gap he already had. That's all he has to do. I think. Actually, no. Yeah, Gene Blocks has to finish horribly if Gene's going to win the title.
Well, it's all gonna
but
come
keep
down
in mind
to 5
still.
flags.
Yeah.
Now, oh, and there goes Mossy. And that's 3 cars. That's Mossy, Chucky, and Buck all get into it.
Dude, I don't know how I make all the right moves as a team owner to create this super team in Division 4 who wins half the entire season, half the chase, and lose the title. Like, dude, the milestone at this point can wait. Like, at the very least, win the title.
But yeah, where
Because
Blocks
there's no
is
way I
at
did
right,
all that.
yeah, where Blocks is at right now, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get the fastest lap. Because I think you're going to kind of need a draft for that. And he is out front at the moment. That would definitely...
That's true.
He would have to fall behind, and I definitely think he doesn't want to fall behind, because that would just be risking it too much. But yeah, Bob, if you finish second, I'll have to see. You might still be in it, but it would be... Like, if Blocks wins, you finish second. It would be...
A Blocks and Gene fight still. Unless
Yeah.
they both DNF.
They would have to both DNF early at 5 flags, and Bob win half and win. That's pretty much what would have to happen. Which, at 5 flags, anything can happen. Runke was the favorite to win the championship a few seasons ago, and DNF'd early there. Yes.
God. Well, let's see what happens here.
"13 laps to go in the race that doesn't want to fucking end." It seems like things are getting...
It's definitely bad.
Slightly better for me lag-wise. I don't know how everyone else is doing.
It's fine for me.
It's getting to be later, like 9 o'clock on the East Coast, so probably all the kids are hitting their bedtimes.
True. Fortunately, I live in Central Time, which means I got the good time.
Green flag is out.
I blocked.
Mostly
Gets a good restart there, but Rez is just behind him.
Here comes Bob
Here comes
sending
Bob
it on
Sox, and he
R5.
sent it.
Gonna cost both of them a time. And
Oh!
Buck almost gets at a
Contact.
death wall. Here comes Rez.
I don't know what Noodles is doing in a car because I see his name and he's in the 38, but alright.
No. Oh, I need to change.
No, not in the ticker. I mean, I'm viewing names. He's literally in a car.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Chucky, it's a
And
snag.
right now,
That's 3 cars.
you weren't kidding. This race doesn't want to end. Yeah, it seems like since Gene got wrecked, things have just been downhill for everyone else. Except for Blocks. Blocks just miraculously, I don't know what that DNF did, but that somehow, like, reignited Blocks to drive the hardest he's ever drove. It is still currently Buck who has the fastest lap. I mean, to be fair, starting at the top and racing to the bottom is usually what you do for every oval track. Sometimes, not always. Maybe on like one track or something. You know what? Just for you, Killer, I'll check the score right now. It hasn't even started yet. It doesn't start for another, like, 36 minutes. It'll be the end of the race by that time.
Yeah, Bob is P3. I don't know what's going on here. But then, Bob, if you win halfway next week and Gene gets no halfway points, he didn't get any other bonus points. That would only be 1. So, it's still a lot of bonus points out there to get. Green flag's out. 8
Green
laps to
flag,
go.
back out.
Declan does not get going at all. Blocks, watch the grass usage there. Here comes
Oh,
Rez
and
right behind him.
R5. Got airborne. Here comes Buck. And Rez slid up a little bit there, trying to get off the corner. And here comes Rez.
Oh,
Slid into Blocks, but that's going to get him loose.
yeah,
And that'll let Blocks pull away for the moment.
he used the grass a bit too much there, and I think he had to let off because he knew. 4 wide for a second. Why are we going 4? And Aiden hits the inside wall.
And Killer, I don't know what he's doing, forcing Rez all the way to the bottom on the front stretch.
Fight is on for 3rd. Buck is trying to run down Blocks.
And Bobsock slamming into Rez. That's going to be a good corner for Rez, though.
Yeah, Killer is going to try to gain back some time on the 48, but I think Bob has to draft off of the 95. 5 laps to go.
Block's trying to win his second race of the season.
And Bob
I
hit
think
the
he'll
death
be
wall.
Did Bob just DNF again?
No, he's still good, but he has lost all those positions, and I think the lag is getting back to him again.
Well, I mean, the damage isn't as bad as before. Still not good, though.
3 laps
And
to go.
Has the fastest lap. Blocks has the fastest lap.
Blocks
followed
has
by
the
Mossy.
fastest lap. And this is going to be interesting to see what happens here. Bob Blue flag. Bob Blue, say hi, Bob, say hi. After the 60-year
laps
clear.
to go.
After the 60-year clear.
And for the first time all race, the field is dramatically spread out. It just might be over here at Bel-Go, as Blocks is going to cruise to a victory with just 2 corners left.
For the final time, it's going to be...
And that will do it.
A white flag. And Aiden!
Oh, that's an LCI!
And field is frozen. Blocks wins.
And Buck got second. Yeah.
And of course, that's how this race ends.
Of course. That is... Of course it was going to end in the stupidest way possible. By not even crossing the actual line. Yeah, so Blocks won the race in a very anticlimactic fashion. We came to just the first corner of the final lap, and then boom.
So I'm gonna look back at the clip that I just took and see what the finishing order will be.
Alright, well with that, I'm gonna do some points for the top 2 chase drivers. So Gene...
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, looking at where this happened, I don't think anyone's gonna change spots except for maybe Rez passing for third. That's the only position change that would have possibly happened.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna check the points, how that would look. So Gene technically was credited with 11th, even though he DNF'd. So with that 11th spot, he gets 15 points. But because he won the halfway, he gets a bonus 10 points. I said this earlier, but that means with 25 points, Gene will be up to 1,149 points. And Blocks, because he won the race, won the pole, and the fastest lap, that'll give him 31. So, coming into the final race of the season, Gene will be ahead of Blocks by just 4 points. So Gene, I'm telling you this now, lock in for the love of God.
Yeah, still getting the finishing order here.
Like, no more texting and driving. No more making dumb moves. You literally finished second at this race last season. I know you can do this, so do it. Because there's no way that I built this super team just for the best driver of the entire season, who up to this point had a comfortable 10-point gap, just to choke all of it in the final race.
Chucky, then R5.
I mean, I guess. So not only was it Aiden who caused huge frustration for Blocks this race, but he also, I mean, I guess just only to Blocks, did a good thing because he ended the race by a lap or so. Little less than that.
Yeah, Blocks whenever... Hold on, let me... if you want to burn it down, let me... do this. set grab you. There you go. Should be able to word it down.
I mean, honestly though, you can thank Rez for keeping this title fight in a deadlock, because literally all Gene had to do after winning the half was just to finish in like a good position. Like he didn't even have to win the race. All he had to do was finish maybe somewhere in the top 5, and it's over. So Gene, if you have anyone to thank if you lose a title, it's your good old driver of the 95.
Yep. And then whenever you're ready, blocks, if you want to head to victory lane.
You know, Gene, Bob, there's a reason why I tell you to be careful to each other, and it is dumb stuff like this that Rez did. Like, I literally tell you to not fuck with each other during the race for this exact reason. And I know Gene did it this race as well, and I'm not happy with him for that. Well, either way, second win for Blocks this season. And his fight for the title will continue. Also, Noodles, shut up. Blocks is literally carrying your team.
Bob will be credited with P9, Aiden will be P10 since Aiden caused that, so Aiden goes to the back of the field. Oh, I didn't update the points and the results thing. Let me just delete that. Let me just do the names because I haven't done points yet.
Dude, everyone else is cooked.
No more post race stuff because this went on way too long. So we can all go to general, whoever wants to do that.
Alright, I'm probably gonna play Uno or something.